This is one of our favorite Disney memories. We got to meet the cast of Festival of the Lion King, front row seats. Brooke got to be a part of the show, all because of a single picture I took. Let's talk about it. Hey friends, welcome back to Gouters Are on the Go. Today I want to tell you about a little story that happened several years ago, but one I was reminded of a few days ago. My office had gotten a little out of control, specifically my desk. It's still not the best, but Kelly was up here helping me organize some things, and we were moving some things around on my desk, and this had gotten buried. This is a picture of us meeting the cast of Festival of the Lion King, and it's all because of a single picture I took. So again, this was several years ago. This was back before Facebook and TikTok and everything else had taken off, and Disney photographers had a very vibrant, active, great community over on Flickr. Ever heard of Flickr? It was a place where you could upload, and you still can, upload your photos and let people see them, especially share them with friends and family. It was just a great way to share your memories. The Disney photographer community really took a hold of it, and there were groups and lots of discussions. There were meetups in the parks. It was awesome. I learned so many tips and tricks, and really became a better photographer because of those relationships I met. At one point, we even started an iPhone app with a group of 4 photographers and sold that app for many years, selling Disney wallpapers for your iPhone. But anyways, I was posting lots of Disney photos back then. One particular photo I took, this one, was from Festival of the Lion King that we had gone to before this meetup that I'm telling you about. I loved taking photos, especially of shows and of cast members, right? I mean, that's the magic of Disney World. And we'd seen the show many times. And we had just the right seat to get a capture of the bird as she was spinning. And I knew as soon as she started her part of the act, it's like, man, I got a really good angle at this. She's really looking great on that backdrop of all the lights. And I'm just taking photos, trying to get that, get a cool capture. And I knew when the shutter snapped and I saw that second happen, I remember after she finished, I looked down, I was like, Kelly, I got something really cool. And I remember flipping through it, looking at that photo and being like, that was really, really good. It was, it took a little bit of playing around with, shooting these shows and knowing exactly the right settings and all that. But a lot of it was just being in the right place at the right time and putting myself in a position to capture that great moment, knowing my camera and knowing the settings. Well, didn't think much of it. I, put it up on Flickr, shared it with all my photographer friends, and everybody loved the photo. It was really cool. And it was, great to get the feedback, and other people had seen the show and it's like, man, really got a good one. So weeks went by, and I'm on to other things. And then I got an email, or actually a Flickr message from the lady who played that role. She contacted me and said that she was so moved by the photos that it was the best one that she had ever seen of her, and wanted to know if she could get a copy. I was like, of course you can. And I said, we've got a trip coming up. Can I bring it to you? And, would you mind signing one for me? And so a few days went by. She wrote back and said, I'll do you one better. You come see the show and tell them that I sent you, and, I'll meet you after the show. I was like, oh, great. This is awesome. Didn't know what to expect. Just thought, we would get to see her afterwards. So we get there, we're at the door, we tell the people, hey, we're here to see Festival of the Lion King. And they're like, oh yes, we've got your name, Mr. Gouter. Come right this way. They escorted us into the theater, gave us front row seats. When the part came to, if you were familiar with the show, and you have to lead the crowd and make the noises, Brooke was chosen for that. Later on in the show, when they asked kids to come up and do things, she was one of the first people they grabbed and took her out, and she had to, dance with the characters and do all those kind of things. Then when the show was almost over, one of the cast members came over and said, Mr. Gouter, I need you and your family to come with me. And we're like, okay. I thought this was here's our chance to, meet up with her and get her autograph and get to meet her and give her the print we had brought for her. We really didn't know what to expect. When we got outside, we were waiting around for a few minutes, and all of a sudden, they all started coming out, and it was amazing. To get to see my daughter light up with all these characters and all these people that she had just seen performing. Like I said, we'd seen the show so many times, so to see them, and of course, we got her autograph, and this has been up in my office for years now. But that was just one of those moments that Disney cast members make the moment so special. She didn't have to do that. She could have just asked me to mail that to her, and it would have been fine. And I'd have been honored just to send it to her and have her, appreciate the photo. She didn't have to do that. She went above and beyond. And that's one of those memories that we will keep with us forever. It was an incredible experience, and we absolutely still to this day love going to see in Festival of the Lion King.